Hello and a warm welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy, where your dreams are our mission. This is Yatharth here. Today we'll be discussing about the Nobel Prizes of the year 2023, which have been awarded to various laureates across the world. So we'll see in which fields they have won the prizes and what have been their contribution. We'll also see what is the scope of India here, which Indian laureates have won the Nobel Prizes. Alright, so to begin with, let's start with the basics. So the Nobel Prize are 5 separate prizes. 5 prizes are in Physiology, Chemistry, Physics, Peace and Economics. According to the Alfred Nobel's will of 1895, so they are awarded to those who during the preceding year have conferred the greatest benefit to humankind. Alright, so Alfred Nobel was a Swedish chemist, engineer and industrialist, most famously known for the invention of dynamite. So this is a fact that you should note down somewhere. He died in 1896. In his will, he bequeathed all his remaining realizable assets to be used to establish 5 prizes, which became known as Nobel Prizes. Nobel Prizes were the first awarded in 1901. So this is also a fact that you should remember. These 2 facts you must remember. Nobel Prizes are awarded in the field of physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature and peace. This is one of the most important prizes. Recently, an Indian won this. We will talk about this. Alright. In 1968, Sveriges Riksbank, that is Sweden's central bank, funded the establishment of the prize in economic sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel to also be administered by the Nobel Foundation. Nobel Prizes are widely regarded as the most prestigious awards available in their respective fields. The prize ceremonies take place annually. Each recipient, known as a laureate, receives a green gold medal plated with 24 carats gold, and that does not matter honestly, whatever it is. As of 2023, the Nobel Prize monetary award is 11 something SEK, that is Swedish currency. The prize may not be shared among more than 3 individuals. That means 1 by 3 can be the last share. Alright, but it can be given to an organization actually. So although Nobel Peace Prize can be given to an organization of more than 3 people, although Nobel Prizes are not awarded posthumously, but if a person is awarded a prize and dies before receiving it, the prize is presented. Alright, so let us see which Indians have previously won this prize and for what of their contribution. Then we will see the scope of 2023. So this is a list of people from India. These contribute all the lists who were Indian citizen, who were of Indian origin, and who are of Indian diaspora. This also came in mains this year. Alright, so just a second. So we'll individually see about all. So Ronald Laws, he won in 1902 for Physiology or Medicine. Rudyard Kipling, a very famous author for literature of course. Then Rabindranath Tagore in 1913 for literature. C.V. Raman, a very famous physicist for his effect, the Raman effect. Hargobind Khurana, Physiology or Medicine, he made many discoveries in the DNA, in the field of DNA. He gave the models for DNA and also in the triplet series of DNA, how they work, of the amino acids and all. Mother Teresa, she was awarded for the peace. Her contribution is little controversial. Subramanian Chandrasekhar in the physics. Amrita Kumar Sen, 1998 for economics. Venkatraman Ramakrishnan in 2009 for chemistry. This was a major one. Kailash Satyarthi, very recent, 2014 for the peace. And latest one was Abhijit Banerjee in 2019 for economics. Alright, so let us see some details about these people. So first we talk about Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore won the prize in 1913. And he was born in Kolkata, West Bengal, in May 1861. Also, he won the prize in literature. This is to be remembered. When we talk about C.V. Raman, Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman, he is very famous. He was born in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. And he got the award for Raman effect. Raman effect deals with scattering of light scattering of light. When we come to Mother Teresa, just a second. She won it for the Peace Prize. She was from North Macedonia, Italy. And she won it for the suffering, let's say, amelioration of the suffering people. Amartya Kumar Sen, he won it in 1998 for his contribution to welfare economics. So please remember this term, welfare economics. Now when we move to Kailash Satyarthi, he won the Peace Prize. So he won it for the children's education, in short. He operates many centers for children. Hargobind Khurana, when we see, so Hargobind Khurana was born in Punjab, 1922, and he won it for physiology or medicine. So he gave the interpretation of the genetic code. His name is very, very famous among all the Nobel laureates, and its function in the protein synthesis. He was the first one to provide that the genetic code should be a triplet. That means AUG, ATG, AAC, alright. Adenosine, uracil, guanine, adenosine, thymine, guanine, adenosine, adenosine, cytosine, sorry. Alright, so he provided this information. When we talk about the Subramanian Chandrasekhar, 1983 Nobel Prize, and he told about the evolution of the stars. Alright, when we talk about the Venki Chandrasekhar, Venki Ramakrishnan, he won it in 2009 for chemistry, and he told about the function of the ribosome. Alright, let's move quickly to Abhijit Banerjee in economics. So he, for his experimental approach to alleviating global poverty. So again, welfare economics or global poverty. Ronald Ross, he was born in Almora, Uttarakhand. That's why he is considered an Indian. He was expatriate actually. He won for physiology or medicine in the work for malaria. So these just you can make a very short note. And the last was Rudyard Kipling. He won in literature, of course, everybody knows him. Alright, so let's come directly now to 2023. Alright, just a second. Okay, so when you come to 2023, there are 5 categories, as you already know: physiology or medicine, physics, chemistry, literature, and peace. So the physiology or medicine, the winners are Katalin Kariko and Drew Wiesman. In the physics, they are Pierre Agostini, Ferenc Krons, and Enle Hulier. In the chemistry, it is Mongi G. Bavendi, Louis E. Bruce, and Alexei Akimov. Literature, John Fawcett. This is very important. So please remember the literature and peace. Peace is Narges Mohammadi. These keep coming in various different exams, may not be in UPSC, but can come in state level exams as well as other smaller exams. So you can please write down these, especially literature and peace. Just a second. Okay, so physiology or medicine, it has been in the mRNA vaccine. So they were in news because of COVID. Alright, that was in much crisis since 2020, in fact. Physics for experiment methods that generate attosecond pulses of light for the study of electron dynamics in matter. So attoseconds is nearly 10 to the power minus 18. Alright, and that's a very, there's a principle I'll tell you in very short. Just a second. Okay, so whatever body is there, let's say this is a mass body. Mass body can be anything. It can be a tennis ball also. It can be an electron also. So everything shows a dual nature, such as the bodies, as they grow less and less in size, their wave nature increases. They travel like a wave. Alright. And as their mass increases, they travel like a solid particle. Okay, so there is a principle named uncertainty principle. In uncertainty principle, what is there, that the position of any moving body can either be detected or its speed can be detected. Okay, you can either describe its position or its speed, but both cannot be detected. Okay, there will always be some error between both, and that is h upon 4 pi or something, I'm not sure. All right, so what they have detected, that they have made this time, because position and speed both are related to time. So they have made this time frame to study these electron particles nearby to 10 to the minus 18 seconds, which is very, very close. We can come to their deciding their position and speed at the same time. All right. So that is what they have done basically. Okay. For chemistry, they have won the prize in discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. So QLED, basically, the monitors that we are using now are QLED monitors. Literature, John Foss for innovative plays and prose which give voice to the unsayable. So he has written very, very long books without a full stop, also 1200 pages long. All right, and there are some special elements in the piece. I'll tell you, especially Nargis Mohammadi. So she has a fight some battles in Iran against the oppression. So we'll read about her in a bit. Okay, let's do the physiology thing here. Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman. They are two scientists, 50% each. Okay. So the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman. Please remember these names, or just note them down somewhere. Simply make a note like this. Katalin Kariko. You can sometimes do what? Just remember the first or the last name, alright? So in the options, if they come, they want to confuse you like this, like change this name with something. They will always give the full name. And you can just remember one of these names, or just write it like KK. Alright, and this is Drew Weissman. So just write Drew. For the pioneering work on mRNA vaccine. Okay, we have encountered two words here. One is Bikith. And second is pioneer. So pioneer is once someone is harbinger or something, that means the first one at the frontier. Alright, and Bikith means to just leave something to someone after you die, basically. Alright, so take care of these words also. In the mRNA vaccines, which have played a pivotal role, a pivot means on which axis things depend. Okay, this is a pivot here. Role in the fight against COVID-19. Their discoveries have the potential to revolutionize the way we prevent and treat infections, disease. So it's basically in vaccination, advancement in vaccination. And through their groundbreaking findings, which have fundamentally changed our understanding of how mRNA interacts with our immune system. So the laureates contributed. Okay, I'll tell you in a very simple manner what they have done. So they have identified some factors in the mRNA vaccine technology which used to interfere with our immune system earlier and would provide a negative outcome. So they have reduced some base pair here and there and have provided technology or developed an mRNA vaccine which has low to minimum immune response. Alright, let's come now to the physics. So physics is 3 people, 33% each. Okay, so Pierre Agostini, Farah Cross and Anneli Hullier. So let's see what they have done. For experimental methods that generate attosecond pulses of light for the study of electron dynamics in matter. So this year Nobel laureates in physics 2023 is being recognized for their experiments which have given humanity new tools to explore the world of electron inside atoms and molecules. Sometimes what happens that as the exam advances, it will keep discovering new ways to eliminate people. The main focus of the exam or the question paper is not to select people. If it was a selection test, then the focus would be on selection, to give easy questions or to ask some things that most people know. What will happen instead is that you will find questions in the exam like where are ilmenite and rutile. Okay, what is this mountain is between these mountains or not. You will find questions about pulsars, about galaxies and stars. So it's not unusual that they find a question about the electron in the next exam. It can also happen. So please, whenever you read a topic like this big topic on Nobel Prizes of 2023, so you have only one news from physics. Alright, only a single news from physics. So at least you can read that instead of skipping it. So please remember to make notes of these things. So generating attoseconds pulses. Now you may or may not understand why, like how they work or what they do, but just please remember attosecond pulses. So extremely short pulses of light that can be used to measure the rapid processes in which electron move or change energy. Alright. So fast moving events flow into each other when perceived by humans. Just like a film that consists of still images is perceived as a continual movement. So we want to investigate really brief events, we need a special technology. And in the world of electrons, changes occurs in a few tenths of an attosecond. An attosecond is so short that there are as many in 1 second as there have been seconds since the birth of the universe. So think about this, how many seconds since the birth of the universe till now? How many seconds? So they have developed such a technology that they can divide 1 second, 1 single second, into the same scale. Alright. If we come to think in numbers, then it will be 1 second divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times. So these many parts, if we do of 1 second, so they have produced a short burst light pulse of this duration. That means 10 to the power 18 pulses, such pulses can be produced in 1 second. So that is why they have received the Nobel Prize. Alright, in the chemistry, you can remember the names from here. I'll provide the PDF on our Telegram channel. Telegram channel is Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. Okay. So they have received the Nobel Prize, Bawendi, Bruce and Akimov for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. So very famous technology in much use now, QLED. So nanoparticles so tiny that their size determines their properties. These smallest components of nanotechnology now spread their light from televisions and LED lamps and can also guide surgeons when they remove tumor tissues, among many other things. The Nobel Prize amount for 2023 is set at Swedish kroner 11 million per full Nobel Prize. So what are quantum dots? So quantum dots now illuminate computer monitors and television screens based on QLED technology. They also add nuance to the light of some LED lamps, and biochemists and doctors use them to map biological tissue. So they are nanoparticles. Nano means 10 to the power minus 9 of this length and width particle. Okay, so they can be of many use. You just need to understand their size. That is very fraction of a meter. Quantum dots are thus bringing the greatest benefits to humankind. Researchers believe that in future they could contribute to flexible electronics, tiny sensors, thinner solar cells, and encrypted quantum communication. This line is very important. Just a second. Question can come that which of these are an application of the quantum dots. So option can be tiny sensors, thinner solar settings, encrypted quantum communication. So you may think that okay, encrypted quantum communication is odd one out, so let's sort this out. So it will be incorrect. So whenever the application of any technology comes in news, please make a note out of it. Alright. In the literature, John Olav Fosse has won the Nobel Prize for his innovative plays and prose which give voice to the unsayable. The Nobel Prize in Literature is a Swedish literature prize that is awarded annually since 1901. Remember, Rabindranath Tagore won it, Rudyard Kipling won it. Alright, from India. To any country who has in the world of will of Swedish industry in the field of literature, etc., etc., does not matter. One of the 5 Nobel Prizes established by Nobel 1895 bill. So this is administered by the same community, Nobel Foundation, awarded by the Swedish Academy. So he has written many things. He has written a book named Septa or Septology. One more thing very important about him is that he writes in the Nordic language, Norwegian Nyronsk. Alright, so he is preserving the language also with his work. So that is also why he has gotten a Nobel. Let's come to the Peace Prize. So Nargis Mohammadi has won the Peace Prize. She's from Iran. So she has won the prize for her fight against the oppression of women in Iran and a fight to promote human rights and freedom for all. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award Nobel Peace Prize to her. And her brave struggle has come with tremendous personal costs. Altogether, the Iranian regime has arrested her 13 times, convicted her 5 times, and sentenced her to a total 31 years in prison with 154 lashes. This year's Peace Prize also recognizes the hundreds of thousands of people who, in the preceding year, have demonstrated against Iran's theocratic Okay, that means a government that is run by the religious fanatics. Regime policies of discrimination and oppression targeting women. The motto adopted by the demonstrators, Women, Life, Freedom, suitably expresses the dedication and work of Nargis Mohammadi. This is the woman. She must be praised. She's from Iran. She's right now in prison. She has been awarded a sentence of 13 years, latest. And because of her movement, she has gotten the Nobel Prize. So, jailed Iranian activist Nargis Mohammadi was awarded a Nobel Prize. She's 51 years old, Deputy Director of the Defendants of Human Rights Center. This is important. Please note this down. And currently remains lodged in Tehran's Evin prison. She has been imprisoned 13 times, convicted 5 times, cumulative prison sentence of 31 years. In September 2022, this can be used as an case study, also as an example in GS4, also as an example in essay writing. Women around the world, okay? So Mahsa Jina Amini was killed in Iranian morality police custody, triggering political demonstration against Iran's regime. The motto adopted by the demonstration, Women, Life, Freedom, suitably express the dedication and work of Nargis Mohammadi, Naval Committee wrote. So this was the trigger point, what happened in 2022, and gave a new direction to what happens in the Iran. Alright, so this is enough for today. The lecture is done. You can make notes as I told you. In very short notes, you can do this all. I'll also provide the notes on the Telegram channel, the PDF itself, as well as some notes. And also remember that where you can use these news. Alright. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next lecture. Have a good day.